Let's talk about direct marketing. Now, this lesson, it's actually the result of a question from one of you guys. And here is the question by Marlon Kwasnik. He says, "Hi Miguel, your explanation of the sales funnels and your inbound marketing strategy is superb and super practical, like your entire course so far. Thank you, thank you. However, if we follow that strategy, it will realistically take 2 to 3 months until we have the first leads enter our funnel. Yes, inbound marketing is slow. The reason why is because it consists on creating great content that gets shared and also shared by your followers and indexed by search engines. And that indexing process takes a while before you can start generating organic traffic to your website. So the question is, could you produce a lesson that explains your direct marketing strategies, such as creating a vid for free for a specific company and using their reference as a springboard, or any other direct marketing method to close the first sales faster? This is a great question, which I'm going to address right now. And then he goes and says, "Many thanks for the high value course you put out there. Very inspiring stuff. Kind regards, Marlon." Thanks, Marlon, very much for asking this question. And by the way, if any of you guys have any questions like this, please ask them, because this course is big, but I wasn't sure exactly what to cover. There's so many things to cover when you're creating a big course like this. And questions like this allow me to be very specific and answer questions that may have very practical use when you're trying to promote your company. Anyways, so first of all, what the reason why he's saying that, maybe to explain about creating a free video and using that client now as a reference to get more videos, is because that's exactly how I started Grumo Media. I didn't have any inbound marketing leverage before I started the company. Before I even created a blog, I decided to jump ahead and use a very strategic approach to validate my business. And the way I did it is I researched several companies that didn't have videos but had a lot of leverage because they were very popular within the industry in Silicon Valley. And then my idea is that if they like the video, then they would promote it through their social media channels, and that would generate traffic and business. And that's exactly what happens. In my case, the company was called Hipmonk. It's still in business, and it's now a very popular flight search engine and also hotel search engine. Very visual, very pretty. When they came, when they started, their concept was pretty unique, and you still can use them. Now, I didn't choose them randomly. There was a research process, and it involved to me finding a company that I really liked their product first, and then I really liked their founders, and third, they were very well connected in the industry. So if they happen to like my video, they would hopefully give me a lot of exposure. And in the case of Hipmonk, that's exactly what happened. I created this free video, and as you can see, there's several tweets here where you can see the actual Hipmonk Twitter account saying that they love the video, different people, and very importantly, the person that I was targeting in this case was Alexis Ohanian, and Alexis Ohanian was the marketing principal at Hipmonk. A wonderful guy, very well connected, and also you can see here his about page. He's done a lot of amazing stuff for the internet, in the internet. He's got several startups. He was the co-founder of now one of the most popular news sites in the world called Reddit.com, and also he's got a nonprofit called Bread Pig, which I actually did a video for as well. Anyways, so this is what you can call part of direct marketing. Going straight to a potential client and doing something for them, in my case, and try to get business out of it. Now, this is not traditional direct marketing. Traditional direct marketing is something like this. It's a type of interruption marketing. So as opposed to inbound marketing, you have to interrupt people. This is not people searching for you and then they find you and they figure out, wow, what a great guy, content he's sharing. Let's find out more about it. And hey, actually, I could use what the guy is selling. No. The interruption marketing is about going and searching for these potential customers through different channels, which I'm going to cover next. There's no intermediary, so it's direct to consumer. So there's actually different definitions on the internet of direct marketing, and none of them seem to agree. But obviously, direct has to come from the fact that it's direct from the manufacturer or producer or company to its client. So let's say, for example, Amazon. Amazon represents a lot of businesses online, but because they're representing the business, and they're now Amazon is selling to the clients that are searching on Amazon, but they act as an intermediary between the company that put up the products and the buyers. So there's no intermediaries. This is the main difference. Uh, Most direct marketing approach channels have a call to action. In other words, at the end of the or as part of the message, there is a moment where you say, call this number, subscribe, give us your email or something like this, go to this website, and or type in this coupon, because the beauty of direct marketing is that it has to be very trackable. In other words, if you send 1,000 flyers, and people enter that coupon that was on the flyer, you can see exactly how efficient was that direct marketing campaign. And this is crucial for direct marketing. So an example of something that is not direct marketing is billboards. Billboards are not specifically targeted to individuals. They're just, people see them while they're driving or walking on the streets, and it's very hard to track how effective they are, right? Because maybe some people, after they saw the billboard, they go to your website, but how do you know? How can you track? There's not a specific call to action or coupon or code that you can track from it, right? Anyways, it's not still clear to me the main difference, because the internet doesn't do a good job at explaining. But an approach that is direct, like the one I did, or now I'm going to discuss the different channels that are listed, is considered direct marketing. So direct marketing channels, we have physical mail, junk mail, email. So you have an email list and you send newsletters and stuff like that. You're selling stuff. They're very easily trackable nowadays. Telemarketing, short message service, SMS, texting, broadcast faxing, which it was listed on the internet, but by the way, on this resource right here, marketing schools, types of marketing, direct marketing. Couponing, very well known. Direct response TV commercials or infomercials. Insert media, like you buy this your newspaper and there's some coupon inside or some brochure that points you to a deal or something like that. Face-to-face selling, door-to-door flyers and leaflets. I've done door-to-door. That's probably the most direct way that you can ever sell a product, is going and knocking on people's doors and promoting products. And by the way, one of the most effective ones, because when I did door-to-door, the average to good salesman was able to convert 10% of the people that they talk to, and this is huge in any kind of marketing campaign. I mean, a lot of marketing campaigns, they knock their teeth out, I don't know what's the expression, if they can get 0.5% conversion or something like that. 10% is outrageous. That's why door-to-door will keep happening whether we like it or not. It's just a very, very efficient marketing way. Anyways, the one that I used, if we're going to talk about my strategy, was just this one. I sent an email promoting a free video to a specific client that I targeted, right? And I was very lucky that they liked it. So now let's talk about the typical direct marketing strategy. Works like this. You do research, then you select the target. So when you're doing research, you're collecting data. You're trying to figure out, okay, who is my target market, where they are, how can I reach them, all the different ways I can reach them. Then you're going to narrow that down, okay, because the world is very big. Once you've collected that data, you narrow down, you're going to select that target. Now you're going to prepare a very good campaign. You're going to execute that campaign. You're going to figure out all the different variables that make a campaign successful, like time of day that you should send the email blast, or what season or what holiday you should start doing that promotion. So you're going to do that and execute the campaign. Now, very important, you're going to track the results, whether that campaign is successful or not. Six, you're going to optimize that campaign based on those results, and then you're going to rinse and repeat to make sure that your next direct marketing campaign is even more successful. So what I did was I did research, and it took me about 6 months of checking tech news and being in, just reading hacker news, read, write, There's another blog that I read a lot. Also, TechCrunch, all these places. They're continuously talking about startups, launching, raising money, selling, building products, all of that. And because I love the startup community, I've been researching for a while all of this. While I was remember that before I started Grumo Media, I had a failed startup called PointKit. So I was trying not to commit the same mistake the second time around I started startup. So I was already doing a lot of research on the startup community to figure out how to build something that had a better chance of succeeding. And then I started to think I have to be very strategic of how I spend time in order to build the next business, because I really don't have any money to spend on marketing activities that don't pay off. So I chose this approach, which was, yeah, it is direct marketing. It was creating a free video. Then I selected a target. I picked not one company. There was not just Hipmonk. There was actually 5 companies in Silicon Valley that I thought that I would be willing to create a free video for and see if any of those ended up giving the results that I was looking for. I was very lucky, and the first one turned out to be very successful. But part of my strategy was not just to approach one single potential client. And any marketing strategy obviously is about numbers. So you have to make sure that you have more than one potential client if you're going to try the same strategy as I tried. So then I prepared the campaign, which in my case was creating the best possible video for that startup. And I really thought about how could I create the best possible video with all the skills that I had at that moment. And also providing that I never did one of these videos before. Well, I did one really for a company called Samify. But anyways, not an expert on the field. So I had to research how to do these videos, read books about everything in the world, and eventually sat down, brush up my skills on After Effects and produce this video, and then execute the campaign. And this is where, it's the deal breaker. I figured out, basically I sent the email through their support channel, and I said, this is the video I've created for you guys because I think you guys are awesome. If you like it, fantastic. Here's the actual email, which was sent the 28th of October 2010. I titled it Little Video Explaining Hipmonk, and I sent it to their contact at hipmonk.com. Most startups have that. Just type contact whatever.com and you should be able to get to them, right? I found that on their contact page, and I said, okay, that's where I'm going to send it. Very short email. Hi guys, we love so much your service. I decided to create a little video explaining Hipmonk. Here it is. Hope you like it. Keep the good work. That's everything. That's everything. No asking for anything, not stories, whatever. This is the email that basically launched Grumo Media into existence. That's all. And obviously a video that they really like. First person to answer, Alexis Ohanian. What else could I ask for? What an awesome video. I'm going to write a blog entry about it, but I'd love to interview you two. Would you mind if I email you a few questions? And then he interviewed me. And the next person to answer is the CEO, still the CEO of Hipmonk, which he just says, beep. Well, you can read. And then one of the support guys, oh my God, you are the coolest person ever for making my life 10 times easier as a customer service representative. Seriously, your video is 100 times more effective than my verbose IMS on Hipmonk chat for answering what's Hipmonk. Kudos, feel free to say hi on Hipmonk chat anytime. And then I'm so happy to like the video. This is it. This was the strategy working like a charm. Thank you so much, Hipmonk, and Alexis Ohanian, and Adam Goldstein, and everybody. Now, because I was so lucky, so I'm not the best case scenario to explain how direct marketing using this strategy works. I'm just the living example of this strategy working, is that I didn't have to do the other 3 steps because that was all I needed to get started. Now, I could keep doing this if I wanted more business, but at this moment I'm at a stage where I'm happy with the amount of business that I have. But if you started from zero, I think it's a great strategy. Now, it's a very risky strategy, and the reality is that the likelihood of it working is very low. Let's be honest, because you don't have, if you're going to do videos or logos is less work, but anything that takes quite a bit of commitment and work to produce, and you're doing it for free, there's not so many, you cannot do this, indefinitely, because it's a lot of time and effort if you don't see any results. Now, I forgot to wrap up the conclusion to the question by Marlon Kwasnik, which is the reason why I did this video. And the question was if I could produce the lesson, which I've already done, that explains direct marketing, and basically how could we use direct marketing to close the first sales faster, because using inbound marketing can realistically take up to 2-3 months. Actually, probably takes longer than that. Now, well, the answer is that it's actually not easy, because the moment I sent the video, I got feedback immediately, and the company was validated, or I was able to get business within, basically the day after I sent the video. That was crazy. But to get to that point took about 6 months of research. So really, there's not a shortcut to get your first customer faster. You're gonna have to do a lot of research, create the free video or free product or whatever, and then amaze somebody, delight somebody enough that they're willing to promote you on your behalf. Or you're gonna have to start writing really good content and leveraging the power of inbound marketing, and that's also gonna take time. So there's no shortcut, I'm afraid. Work really hard, implement different marketing strategies in parallel if you can, and eventually one of them for sure will bring you your first customer. There you go. Hey, did you enjoy this video? If you want to see more like this, just subscribe here. If you want a free gift, click here. Yeah. Which one is going to be the one you click?